Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to all.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. I think many of you have joined now. Today, we are going to discuss on the BOQ. I think all of you know what is meant by BOQ.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So generally, as a structural consultant, we may need to give the quantity to the tender document actually. See, many times the quantities are calculated by each individual. Architectural quantities are calculated by the architects, then structural quantities are calculated by the structural consultant, and mechanical, electrical, and plumbing related quantities are calculated by the respective engineers. So as a structural engineer, generally we are having scope related with the concrete and reinforcement only. We can say related with our structural drawing, whatever items are there within that. And in RCC buildings, mainly the reinforcement quantity is really, we can say, tricky. Concrete quantity calculation is easy. It's very easy, length, width, and LBD, we can say, depth. But reinforcement, we need to know how to read the structural drawings and reinforcement detailing given in the structural drawing. So I hope all of you are aware of such kind of drawings, structural drawings, which are already done in our training course. And I think they are shared with you also. Okay. Such
Yes.
kind of drawings we get from the RCC consultant or structural consultants. And the main part is reading the drawings. So if you see these standard drawings, where is the bent up? What is meant by this distribution steel, or what is the lap length? Where the reinforcement is going. So all such kind of details you know. And those who don't know or regarding this, you can go to our YouTube channel of Learning Beyond. I have uploaded certain sessions there regarding the standard drawing readings. So whatever you see these are the standard reinforcement drawings. Whenever I say standard, that means it is applicable for all the footings, all the columns, or all the beams. Okay. For example, you know that we give such kind of schedules to the site. So this is a footing schedule or foundation schedule, in which we are only mentioning the name of the footing, then length of footing, width of footing, depth of footing, and we are also giving the reinforcement. But nothing is mentioned here how we need to place the reinforcement on site in the footing. So that has to be, for that we need to follow the standard drawing like this. This is standard means applicable for all footings. And in standard drawing, there is we are mentioning this length, L, LD, and so many things are there. There we will see that while calculating the quantity of reinforcement. So those who don't know, please go to our YouTube channel and see. I have given some videos regarding reading these standard drawings. Okay. And in our session also, we will see that. In that videos, I have given certain technical aspects also. Today, I'm only giving the training on calculation of the reinforcement and concrete by only reading the drawings. So we are not going in detail regarding the why this LD is coming at this location and so many things that we have already done in other sessions. Okay. Now, what kind of drawings we send to the site? One is the foundation drawing, footing drawing, we can say. Then we also send the column schedule, sizes of the columns and reinforcement in the column, stirrups and main steel. And we also send the beam drawings. It may be plinth beam or floor beam drawings, size of the beams and reinforcement in the beam. Okay, and stirrups in the beams. And we also send the slab details or slab schedule, thickness of slab, reinforcement in the slab, like this, one-way, two-way slab or whatever. So we will see each and every element was one sample example for quantity calculation. Okay. And it is applicable for all the schedule. You can practice as a homework for other columns and footings. So generally we have such kind of foundation drawings. You can see this in this, the footing size is mentioned. let's say C1 and FC1 is the footing. 1550, it is in mm. All dimensions are in mm, and 1900. So this is the width, this is the length. See, this outer line is a PCC line. Please don't get confused with the outer line. It is only PCC. And this is the footing, concrete, right? And now let's see the footing standard detail. So this is the standard detail where it is mentioned, this is L, length, width. And the reinforcement details are given. Longitudinal reinforcement along L, transverse reinforcement along B. Okay. And this is the section of footing where you can see there is a L over here and it is going like this. So along L, this is the length of the footing. So this bar is along L and these dots are along B. Please see the drawing. You need to read the drawings carefully. Okay. You can see this transverse bars are along B, these dots. Okay. Now let's see. So we'll take this part only for our study. Now our aim is just a moment. Okay. So we will calculate the quantities of FC1 footing. Okay. So where you are getting that FC1, you can refer the schedule of footing. And in this FC1 is given. Okay. This is FC1. Footing type is pad. Pad means box. It is a, we can say rectangular box. There is a L, width, depth, and reinforcement is given. Okay. So first we will calculate the concrete quantity for this. So L is one, now it is in mm, you can convert that into meters. So 1.9 meter is the length. So this L is 1.9 meters. Okay. This L is 1.9 meters. Okay. And the width is, this is your width, which is 1 point, how much is this? 1.55 meters. Okay. See, I'm taking from the classical point of view because the understanding is can be done only by classical way. 1.55 meters. Okay. So why I'm taking the dimensions in meter? Because we want concrete quantity in meter cube. And there is a depth, and depth is how much for the footing? 475 mm. 0.475 meters. Okay, so this is the, so concrete quantity is very easy for footings. So what is the concrete quantity? Yes, FC1.
1.39 meter cube.
Concrete quantity. See, tell me the process actually. So concrete quantity is equal to length, width, and depth. Okay.
Depth, yes.
So 1.9 into 1.55 into 0.475. How much it is coming?
1.39
M cube.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's very easy for concrete quantity. Now the important point is steel. Can you mute, please? Mute kijiye. Once you give the answer, please mute.
सर आप ही कर दो मीट.
Okay. So now the reinforcement. So how much is the reinforcement given here? Along L, it is 10 at 150, and along B, it is same, I think, 10 at 150. Okay. So along L, so you can see this longitudinal reinforcement along L, this horizontal with L. So this is how much we are having along L is 10 at 150, center to center. See, 10 is the diameter of the bar, 150 is the center. to center spacing in mm. Okay, and this transverse reinforcement along B is also 10 at 150. So this is the input from the drawing. Now we want to calculate the reinforcement. So along L means this L, this is the bar. Now what is this length L?
1.9.
1.9. Okay, now you can see from this picture, there is a cover to the reinforcement. Clear cover to the reinforcement is how much? For footing, kitna hai?
50 mm.
So don't assume, refer to the, see here it is 75. The consultant has given 75. So you don't assume anything. Whenever you calculate the quantities, don't assume, just refer the drawings. And if you don't know, get any dimension or details, please ask the consultant. So whenever you are in the mode of quantity estimator, you are not supposed to behave like a structural engineer. Okay. So because the drawings may be done by any consultant, we don't know. So if we are in that position, please refer the drawing. So 75 mm is the cover. So this is your 75 mm. Okay. Now, if I want to, and this L, so there is a question, what should be the L? Kitna hona chahiye? Yes. As I said to you, don't assume anything. Ask the consultant. Okay. So let's say that you ask to the consultant and consultant is saying that I want full depth L. Okay. So many times consultant gives full depth. So full depth means minus cover. So don't forget. Now this cover 75 mm is side cover, bottom cover and top cover. All direction the cover is 75 mm. So this is applicable for all say RCC members. Cover is same in all directions. Okay. Now tell me what will be the length. Now we will calculate one bar length along L. So let's say along L, bar length कितना आएगा बताओ? Now yes, what is the depth? Depth of footing क्या है? ये वाला
475.
yes 475 और okay mm में करूँ पहले चलेगा. mm may be easy for calculations or we will convert that after in meters. Okay, 475 mm. Now the picture is clear in front of you. You understand the cover. You know you can derive this length now. You know this cover. Then you know the length, which is 1.9 meters. So you can subtract this cover from that. So tell me the process. Huh? Don't give me the answer. Tell me the process. So let's start from.
First we will minus cover from both the side in 1900 the
No,
length.
so 475. Let's go with very simple. 475. This is total 470 minus top cover minus bottom cover. Okay. So minus top cover 75 minus bottom cover 75. Plus how much? This total length is 1900, right? This length is 1900 total concrete outline. Okay. So plus 1900 minus side cover, both sides, right? This side and this side. So minus 75 minus 75. See, I'm
Yes, sir.
deliberately taking very by principles actually. And then again plus 475 for that right side L minus 75 minus 70. Okay, this is very easy. What is the L then? कोई calculate करेगा क्या?
325.
See, इतना
टोटल
कम
नहीं
कैसे?
क्या 1 मिनट नहीं सर इसका सिर्फ 475 minus 150 कर रहा हूँ सेकंड.
Is it correct? Just check it out.
So 2400.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 2400. So 2400 mm is the dimension, which is nothing but 2.4 meters. Okay. Now along B bar length. क्या आएगा? See, this left side and right side will be same, right?
Yes, sir.
Only this dimension is changing, correct? So इसमें प्लस इसमें करो प्लस सॉरी माइनस 1900 प्लस कितना है हमारा बी बी डायमेंशन 1550 है ना?
Yes, sir.
कितना आएगा बताओ? So इसमें से माइनस करो 1900 और प्लस वो 1550 करो
1.4.
ओके 1.4 मीटर्स.
सर सिर्फ उसका मैंने बताया था.
हाँ
वो 1550 से माइनस किया 150 उसका बताया.
ठीक है
14
ना, ये है ना आंसर 1.4.
नहीं सर पूरा नहीं किया, 1 मिनट.
ओके
2050 है सर टोटल आंसर.
यस सर.
2.05 meters. Okay.
यस सर.
Now this is the length. If you want to calculate the weight of the reinforcement, how we calculate the weight?
So by multiplying by gamma d of concrete.
Yeah. So generally what we do, you know that weight is nothing but volume into unit weight, right? And now generally whenever we calculate the weight of the reinforcement, we calculate the per meter weight of the reinforcement. Okay. Per meter means, let's say for 8 mm. 8 mm bar, what is the weight per meter? So how to calculate? Let's say we are taking 8 mm, or let's take say our case is 12 mm bar hai na hamara ye 12 mm bar hai. Okay, 12 mm diameter bar. If you want to calculate the weight per meter, so kya aayega hamara volume into unit weight or density rather, density. So volume is what? Area into length, cross sectional area into length into density. Steel का कितना है? 7850 kg per meter cube. Okay. So area कैसे निकलते हैं? सर्कल है ना हमारा, डायमीटर है ना ये. This is a diameter, that is it is a circle.
Pi by 4 d square. Yes sir.
Pi by 4 d is हमारा अभी 12 mm है. We will calculate that in meter because ये meter cube में है. So 12/1000, right? Into pi by 4 d square है ना ये. Pi by 4 ये d square into L. L कितना है हमारा? 1 मीटर है. Into 7850 कितना आएगा बताओ?
So 0.8878 kg.
Okay, 0.89 kg per meter. Okay. Now you know the weight per meter bar and you know the length of the bar. So along L कितना आएगा steel का quantity? So along L quantity for along L 2.4 meter into 0.89. See, I'm deliberately writing the units also. कितना आएगा ये?
2.136.
2.13 kg. ठीक है. और इसका
Yes,
कितना आएगा B का?
So 1.82.
So this is the quantity of single bar. Don't forget, single bar only. Single bar. But see, as there is a spacing, the reinforcement is, we can see these are the dots. So because this is the spacing. So how many number of bars are there? So tell me number of bars along B. Let's go again. Number of bars along B. Along B, yeah. So so who is along B? Dots or this length bar? Who is this? Along B.
Dots.
Dots are along B. So you can see this in. So how can you calculate the number of bars?
So by dividing it by
Length.
dividing the width by spacing.
Length. Now in this case, length, because these are the dots. We are calculating number of dots because so length, please understand, whenever you calculate the
Yes, sir,
number
yes,
of, so length divided by spacing, right? Huh? Plus one.
Yes,
Generally we add this one because spacing is there. So one number is to be added. So कितना है हमारा? So length कितना लेना पड़ेगा हमें? Minus cover ना? Don't forget. So from here to here the dots are there, right? So 1900 minus cover from both the sides divided by spacing is 150 plus 1. कितना आएगा बताओ? Round on the higher side.
13.
13 numbers. Okay. Similarly, for number of bars along L, matlab B divided by spacing plus 1. 1550. Fine. Plus 1.
11 bars.
11 numbers. Okay. Now total quantity निकालेंगे हम. So total quantity along L will be and along B will be. So we will, this is numbers into weight, correct? Weight of 1 bar. So along L, how many numbers are there? Along L, 11 numbers, right? And what is the weight of 1 bar along L? Along L, see, this is 2.13. 2.13. And what are the numbers along B? 13 into 2.13. Because this weight is same because the diameter is same. Check it out. 10 का ही है ना diameter दोनों side में. 10 and 10, right? So how much it is coming?
So first one is 23.43.
20? 23.43
Yes, sir.
kg. Unit is kg. And this one?
26.1.
See, now I will not go in the round numbers, forget it for the time being. Okay, 26 and 23. So this is the quantity of reinforcement. So are you getting the process, how we are going ahead? See why I'm going by so many minute details, why I'm writing -75, this and that. The reason is that we should know by the basic principles. If you do the calculation directly on the calculator, as a beginner, I'm saying, then there is a possibility that you will do some mistakes. So it is better to go with this way in the beginning. Once you are confident enough, then you can directly do. But still, I feel that this is the best way. Okay. We feel that it looks, we can say, lengthy process, but it is not lengthy. Okay. Because it is accurate. We are not missing anything in this. So everybody got this? Koi questions? Yes, yes.
Sir, along B also we have taken 2.13, but here we have calculated. But here we have calculated some different.
No. Along B कितना है? वो because the length is different, ना? नहीं. Okay. 1.82. Okay, fine. We have already calculated total weight, right? 1.82. अभी कितना आएगा?
So 23.66, almost 24 kg.
Okay. So this is the way we can calculate the quantity. Now let's take one more example for the footing. Now in this case, we will go with some shortcut method. Okay. So let's say FC2 kitna size hai? Now I am not going because I understand the drawing. FC2 kitna hai? 2.1, 1.75. So concrete into point कितना था वो 55 मीटर कितना आएगा क्वांटिटी
2.02 meter cube.
Okay, 2.02 fine. Now steel along L. Now how we calculate the steel length into kg per meter cube? Sorry, not length. Now let's see numbers into length of the one bar, length of that bar into kg per meter cube meter. So numbers along L कितना आएंगे बताओ? So numbers, let me write here somewhere. So numbers along L कितने आएंगे? हाँ, reinforcement कितना है? Let's check it out first. 10 at 125. Okay. So both directions. So steel is T10 at 125 both directions. Okay. Now numbers along L कितने आएंगे बताओ? B divided by
125
plus 1 कितना आएगा ये?
15.
So this number you got 15 into now length of one bar along L. So along L कैसे निकलते हैं? You know now, very easy. ये कितना आएगा L? Total L ये है मेरा minus
1950 1.95.
यही मेथड से करना है आपको ये सब
उसी में
अभी so this you can now as you go ahead by manual calculations you can create your own shortcuts for manual calculations. So you know that it is compulsory that's minus 75 this minus 75 this minus 75. So we are subtracting 75 by 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it is easy na 150
Yes.
plus 150 plus 450 माइनस करना ही है हमसे और डेप्थ करना है यहाँ 2 बार डेप्थ को ऐड करना है देन लेंथ को ऐड करना है और माइनस 450 करना है करेक्ट
yes sir.
So such kind of shortcuts also you can derive as you proceed from the basic principles. बताओ फाइनली आंसर मुझे
So 2.75.
Now there is one mistake we have done. What we have done actually we have assumed this 12 mm. हमारा 10 mm है ना वो बार. There is a mistake over here.
Yes sir.
So we should correct this. ये 10 mm का कुछ तो अलग आएगा. 0.62 आएगा कुछ तो. Okay, so we'll correct this. 62. तो 1 बार का कितना आएगा? ये 0.62. Now see the benefits of doing this.
So around 1.49.
ये पहला वाला. Second one.
1.27 kg.
1.27. So 1.49, 1.27, 1.49.
So
Quickly.
first one is 16.39.
Correct. Okay. Now here then, now what I am doing here, I'm not calculating the weight of one bar because this is here per meter I will put here. So it will be 0.62, correct? Getting this because I'm multiplying the length of the bar here. Now what is the value? So this will be total kg.
26 kg.
26 kg. And similarly for along B, it will be numbers. So numbers will be how much? 12100 divided by कितना रही है?
18
into length is 1 ये माइनस करना पड़ेगा ना, करो ये लेंथ 1.75 प्लस डेप्थ ये 2 बार माइनस 450
सर 2.4
into weight per kg per meter is same because 10 mm diameter.
So around 27.
Okay, so this way we can do the quantity estimation of the footing, concrete and steel reinforcement. Okay, and you can develop your Excel sheets also for this if you want to do it. I will share this with you, but once you do the manual calculation practice, okay. We have that sheet and you can even try on your own. Okay, so you can put these values and once you put the diameter and everything, it should give the directly the quantity. Okay, so it is very, very easy to do the Excel sheets. I generally recommend all structural engineers you prepare your Excel sheets also because that will be very helpful. You'll understand how to use the formulas from Excel because see many times we need to save our time of the work. Not necessary that we are having all softwares with us. Just RCDC is doing the design and AutoCAD is drawing, but many times we need to develop our own sheets as per our requirements. So the Excel program is very easy and very useful for that. Okay. Now let's go to the column. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, बोलिए.
सर अगर जैसे सर स्टील का सर हम वेट कंक्रीट में से माइनस कर सकते हैं क्योंकि सर जैसे कंक्रीट की क्वांटिटी हमने टोटल ली है जबकि सर उसमें रेनफोर्समेंट भी एक्चुअल में एम्बेडेड है.
Yeah, I agreed, but see that is very, very less actually. मतलब so we don't go in detail actually. When you calculate the quantities, don't go in so much of detail that subtracting the volume and so on. Okay, it is not useful also and not suggested me because the totality, the variation may not be 1 or 2%. And see, whenever we calculate the quantity at the end of the all quantities, we add the wastage contingencies of around 5%. Okay. So if you get, let's say 10 tons of the quantity, then into 5%, we add that quantity for wastage, contingencies and so on, errors and so many things. Okay. Now you will understand one thing from this, that in whenever you go for the quantity calculations, we are not going in detail regarding this. Can you see this curvature?
Yes, sir.
So due to the curvature, the length gets increased little bit. So that clauses are given in the IS code, but we are not going in detail because that will not make much difference. So that 5%, whatever I told you, it will take care of everything. See this curvature. If there is a 90-degree bend, then the
1D.
Yeah, so that values will be different. If it is a 180-degree bend or if it is a 145-degree bend, these lengths are different. But that makes difference in the bar bending and on site actually. And it is very less as far as the total quantity of the reinforcement is concerned. Okay. So we are not going in detail and in practice also such kind of minute details are not considered because they don't make much difference in the overall quantity. So we should give the quantities to the, why we are calculating the quantities? What is the purpose of BOQ?
So for estimation.
Yeah, estimation, and finally this BOQ we prepare and give it to the tender documents, right? And in the tender, the contractor will put the rate against the steel quantity. He will put the rate against the concrete quantity. And finally, we choose the lowest contractor in generally, L1 contractor. So they must know the quantity of the material. So for example, for the footing concrete, the material rate will be there. For let's say per 2 meter cube, the contractor may put the rate as say 6,000 rupees per meter cube, for example. And for the labor, he may add say 1,000 rupees per meter cube. So we will see that rates regarding the rates generally. So this is the purpose of BOQ. And so that means we are not going too much detail in getting this point, not too much detailing. And as you said, don't subtract anything from the concrete volume also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, second part is the column. So you know that column we start from the footing. So here we'll see. So if you see this drawing, so we are starting the column reinforcement here from the footing itself. So see, this is the L, and now it is going up. Correct. So there is a L generally mentioned in the standard drawing. Now here it is mentioned as a 300 mm. Okay. So what will be the length of the column bar? From here like this, and it is going above, but you don't know where we are stopping here. Huh? So we will see that. Now, first of all, calculation of the quantity of the concrete. So concrete का quantity बताओ कैसे आएगा? So this is your column first. So whenever we calculate the quantity of the columns, we calculate per floor, right? So per floor means this is the foundation till plinth level. This is your plinth level. So you can calculate floor to floor. Let's say this is your floor level and this is your plinth level floor level. So this height you require, right? So generally, whenever we calculate the quantity in the beginning, before the start of the project, this depth is assumed as per the hard strata from the geotechnical investigation. Let's say your hard strata is 2 meters below the plinth level. Okay. So this will be your height of column for this height of column. Okay. And the dimensions are given. Let's calculate the quantity of concrete for column. Let's say C1. C1 का निकालेंगे C1. So concrete quantity will be very easy. L into B into D. So L is, now you should know from the drawing. So go in the drawing. This is your C1. Now see base to parking floor. Huh? So that means this is the size. See, every floor, the size may be different. Please keep in mind. Not necessary that all the sizes are same till the top floor. Generally, we reduce the concrete, column sizes as we go above. So now at this level, base to parking, it is 230 by 600. So L is 0.6 meters, 600 means, and 0.23 meters. I'm putting this in meters. And depth is, kitna aega? 2 meters, na? Right? ये 2 meter assume कर रहे हैं as per given in the drawing. You need to check with the assumptions given in the drawing. कितना आएगा ये?
.276.
Concrete is very easy. Okay, now reinforcement. Now the reinforcement, there is a question to you that you have understood that there is a L 300 mm. Now what height I should take? Because these bars go till the above floors. But where is that level? So again, check the reinforcement details, standard drawing. So you can see here. If you look at this drawing, okay, so see, let's say there is a footing here, or I'll do one thing. Now in this case, now you should understand how to read the column drawing. Okay. So this is your standard column drawing given by the consultant. And let's say we are having footing here. Okay. Now that we need to know the dimensions. Now let's say floor to floor height is, this is your plinth. So plinth to this is your floor, huh? First floor. See, drawing reading is very, very much important. Otherwise the quantities will be wrong. So from this level, please see this level to this level. Generally we are having 3 meters floor to floor, right? But you need to check with the architectural drawings. So 3 meter is the floor to floor height. And from here till bottom of the footing, it is 2 meters. Getting?
Yes, sir.
So these dimensions we want. And now there is one point that you know that from here to here, there is a L to the reinforcement, again here to here. And this L is 300 given in the drawing, 300 mm. Now what is the length of the bar? Now ये bar का length क्या है बताओ? You can see this bar is going till this point. Okay. Not till this point, till this. बताओ. So length of one bar. We are interested in length of one bar. कैसे निकालेंगे? Tell me the process. So you need to derive certain dimensions, right? Now, if you want to understand this bar length from here to here, then you should know this. What is this 1.3 LD? मतलब ये dimension मुझे चाहिए, yes or no? So 1.3 LD. So 1.3 into LD. LD कितना है?
300.
No, LD is not 300. So generally LD is 50 times diameter of the bar. Or, so generally, we are not giving any comments because as I told you, we should refer the structural drawing. So कितना दिया है ये LD? अभी there are LD given for M20, 25, 30. कौन सा लेना है इसमें बताओ?
M20.
M20 because see this concrete grade is M20 and steel grade is Fe500 for this project. Okay? ये जो कोई project है ना, the grade यहाँ देखो check करो कहाँ दिया है. So you need to check that कि कहाँ mentioned है. And if it is not mentioned, please ask. Okay, M20 है यहाँ दिया है. Okay, fine. It is given here. So M20 matlab, and what is the steel grade? Fe500. So 60 times diameter of the bar, 65. So LD will be 1.3 into 60 times diameter of the bar. अभी diameter कितना है main column का? Go in the drawing. C1 का कितना diameter है? Okay, मैं काम करता हूँ. Let me snip this.
12 mm, sir.
So 12 mm is the main steel. The main steel means this circular bars, huh? Main steel, because they are going like this vertically, right? So it will be 12. So how much is the this length? कितना है गई? mm में पहले बताओ, बाद में meters में बताओ.
936 mm.
936 means 0.9, let's say 0.94, round figure कर रहा हूँ. So this is 0.94, correct? Now you understand from this, it is at the center, so half is here. So ये कितना आएगा ऊपर वाला? 0.94 divided by 2.
0.47.
0.47 meter till from here to here, right? Now you know L by 2 कितना है मेरा?
1.5.
1.5 meters और ये 2 है. So you can derive now length कितना आएगा बताओ. So we'll बताओ. 2 meters minus cover. Don't forget this cover. 0.075 cover of the footing plus
1.5.
1.5 plus for 0.47.
Yes, sir.
Right. कितना आएगा?
$3.52.
3.5 meters. Okay. Once you know the length of any bar and once you know the number of bars, you can calculate the weight of bar. Okay. So weight of column. Abhi, that means whatever quantity we are calculating till this level, right? So steel quantity will be numbers into length into kg per meter. Correct. Steel quantity of main bars. Main bars. Main bars means that dots. Yes.
So there is a little mistake by me. It will be 4.2.
ये वाला क्या? Okay. 4.2 meters. Okay. So how many numbers are there? 10. 10 T12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 plus 5, 10. So 10 numbers into length of one bar is 4.2 meters. Into kg per meter अभी 12 का कितना है?
0.89.
0.89 kg per. अभी you can calculate it for all the diameters. It is better to have a reference as a reference. We can calculate. समझो यहाँ निकालेंगे हम. तो say diameter. Let me write here. Diameter 8 mm, 10, 12, 16, 20, 25, 32. These are the bars which are used.
Sir, weight of steel निकालेंगे d square by 165.
हाँ, right. See, I know. See, once you know the principles, you can use your shortcuts. No problem. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So 8 का कितना आएगा? 0.39, 0.62, 0.89, 1.57. इसका कितना है? मेरे ध्यान में नहीं मेरे. कितना आएगा इसका? 2 point something, 46 या 47 है कुछ. Tell me ये कितना है? $32 का बार आने नहीं वाला तो forget it. Yes.
For 25, it will be 3.85.
And ये कुछ तो 2.4 है ना कुछ तो I think.
2.42.
Okay. So these are the weights. You can keep this in your as a ready reckoner reference, and then you can use directly. So no need to calculate again and again. Now, okay. So steel quantity of main bars कितना है फिर हमारा?
$37.38.
38 kg, sir.
Now we want to calculate the quantity of main bars above the floors. Abhi, do you know that generally the laps are considered at the center of the column height? Okay. So ये till above floor आएगा ये. नेक्स्ट फ्लोर का निकाल रहे हैं हम, राइट? सो फॉर नेक्स्ट फ्लोर बताओ कितना आएगा? नेक्स्ट फ्लोर क्वांटिटी
3 प्लस 0.94
नंबर्स इंटू एल निकालेंगे पहले। एल कितना आएगा इसका? एल विल बी 3 प्लस
1.5
0.94 0.94 हाँ, तो 3.94 आएगा। So that's why the drawing reading is very much important and numbers are same, I think उतने ही है क्या? 10, fine. So 10 into 3.94. So we will not calculate this, forget it now. You understood the concept. 0.89. Okay. Now next important point, quantity is stirrups. Okay, stirrups or rings, links. See that there are different terms used. Either you can call it as a stirrup or rings or links. अब एक काम करेंगे इसको, now tell me. So there are 1, 2, and 3 rings are there. 2 are stirrups. We call it as a hoops. Okay. These are hoops, means closed loops are there. And this is a link, cross link or cross tie. So this is a cross tie. This one is a cross tie. And this is a hoop. Okay. Complete link. Now we need to calculate the length of, so you might have understood that to calculate the reinforcement quantity, we need to know the length of the bar. That is it. That's it. And the critical point is to calculate the length of bar only. Other parameters are same, easy. Numbers, kg per meter is also known. Only length calculation is a tricky part for which you need to understand the drawings. Now tell me the cross tie and this hoop. So you understand that there is a like this. Okay. So you should know what is this dimension. So these dimensions are also given in the structural drawing regarding the stirrups. Sorry. So this hook length is maximum of 75 or 10 times diameter of the bar. Okay. So generally, not generally, just refer the drawing. T8, what is the diameter of the bar? A link 8 mm. So what will be the hook length here? Maximum of 80, right? So ये हमारा इसमें रहेगा 80. mm. Again, this is 80 mm. For this also, this one is also 80, this one is also 80, right? Now tell me, let's tag this. This is a loop stirrup number 1, this is stirrup number 2, and this is stirrup number 3. What is the length of stirrup number 1? Abhi L1, let's say. Batao.
$500.
Oh no, tell me the process.
600 minus 50 minus 50.
600 minus, now check the cover given in the drawing. So cover for the column is 40, right? So 600 minus 40 minus 40, ये एक हुआ ये वाला, प्लस
यही मल्टीप्लाई 2 कर देते हैं.
ठीक है, मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2, फाइन. ये वाला दूसरा हो गया. बाद में 230 minus 40 minus 40 into 2 plus क्या ये दो है ना hooks. So
Yes, sir.
plus 80 plus 80. 2 hooks are there. This one and this one.
2 lakhs है sir.
हाँ कितना आएगा ये?
1500.
Now L2. अभी L2 है. See, this is the L2. huh? This one. Middle one. Now you need to know this dimension, this dimension. So this is critical dimension. This is 230 is fine. So क्या आएगा? अभी कैसे निकालेंगे? Tell me.
Sir, spacing sir 125 now.
No.
I
This is not 125.
spacing 125.
You need to derive. You know the 600 dimension, yes or no? So कैसे निकालेंगे? First of all, calculate the center to center. Okay. So कैसे निकालेंगे? Spacing is equal to 600 minus 40 minus 40. So this will be your here to here distance, right? Divided by कितने spacing है इसमें? 1, 2, 3, 4. कितना है? This is one spacing. This is center to center. Huh? इस क्या निकाल रहे हैं हम अभी?
130.
यहाँ से यहाँ तक दबा रहे हैं.
130.
130 mm. This is center to center of the bar. Huh? Please check this. Now tell me ये कितना आएगा? So 130 plus 130,
260.
right? No, again don't forget. ये बार तो आधा है ना? So ये half and half bar ना? So plus 12 mm. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So ये हुआ आपका यहाँ से यहाँ तक length into 2. नहीं into 2 किया क्या पहले? नहीं into 2 आएगा अभी. Above and below. Correct? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
बाकी ये तो आसान है. 230 minus ये 40 into 2 plus 80 plus ये. क्या है आंसर?
1004.
So let's say 1 meters. Okay. Say L2 and L3. L3 तो आसान है. L3 is cross tie. This one. कितना आएगा? 230 minus 40 minus 40 plus 80 plus 80.
210 में
2-1 या 3-1? 0.30. ये 80 और 80 गया है ना? So
Yes, sir.
80 plus 230.
310.
0.31. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is the stirrup length. Now how many number of bars are there? So number of stirrups. Now first of all calculate for which base to plinth. Huh? We will calculate only for base to plinth. So number of stirrups कैसे निकालेंगे? So you need to refer the drawing whether the stirrups are same or equal spaced. So they are equal spaced. T8 at 175, right? So spacing is T8 at 175, uniform spacing. So कहाँ से ले रहे हैं? Plinth तक. This plinth level and from the footing bottom. So generally, whenever stirrups are taken, they are even in the footing, not only in the column, but they are in the footing also. So whenever you calculate the number of stirrups, start from bottom only. So ये ले for stirrup what will be this height? Stirrup calculation. क्या करेंगे हम? ये 2 meters minus this is for stirrups calculation. 2 minus cover 0.075, and even you can subtract the diameter also if you feel. This 12 mm and this 10 mm and this 10 mm.
अच्छी लग रही है.
32. कितना आएगा ये? $1.9 for stirrup calculations. Okay, so 1.9.
Yes, sir. 1.9.
So 1.9, and then number of stirrups will be 1.9 divided by spacing. Spacing कितना है हमारा? T8 at 175. So 1.9 मीटर लिया तो 0.175 ले लो प्लस 1 कितना आएगा?
Around 12. 12.
On the higher side 12. Take always the numbers on the higher side. Round up. Okay, so 12 numbers. Yes. Now, if you want to calculate the each stirrup quantity separately, you can calculate L1 separately, L2 separately, L3 separately. Or if you want to combine together, it is fine. Generally, we combined it. So the weight of links or stirrups, whatever word you use, stirrups, base to plinth. Numbers into length into kg per meter. So numbers are 12. Length will be L1 का कितना है 1.5 plus L2 1 plus 0.31 into 8 mm का बार का क्या है ये kg per meter कितना है
0.39.
हाँ टोटल कितना है क्या कैलकुलेशन $12, $11 something. Yes.
$13.15.
Correct. Now, so this is the quantity calculation for columns. Anything missing in column? इतना ही है ना stirrups and main steel. Right. So this way you can calculate for all the floors and all the columns. Generally, Excel program is easy for this, and you know that RCDC software is also giving the quantity calculation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It will give everything, but before that, why I am taking this session, because you should understand the concepts, how the quantities are calculated. That basic process you should know, because if you want to verify certain calculation, then this is the way we do it manually. Now second, we will see the beam lenge, beam up. Okay, so beam also you should know. So let's say this is a plinth beam layout. Plinth beam lenge, floor leta hu main. Okay. So floor beam schedule is given like this. You know that these are the beam numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beam numbers. And as per the beam numbers, the reinforcement is given here. B1, the size of the beam is 230 by 450. Then bottom reinforcement, curtail reinforcement at the bottom. Then top continuous bars, support extra bars, support ID, and stirrups. Okay. Now, first of all, we will take the simple example of B6. It is a simply supported beam, right? And for simply supported beam, what is the detail given in the standard drawing? So, see this type 3, simply supported beam. Simply supported generally means beam supported on the beams. So this is your detail. अभी काम करेंगे. Now let's paste this. So this is the standard drawing given in the given by the structure engineers, and B6 is applicable for type 3, isn't it? Let's go ahead. Simply supported beam है ना हमारा B6. B6 is simply supported, which it is resting on the beams. So type 3 is applicable, simply supported beam. Now, what dimensions you require? This L1. क्या चाहिए हमें? For the calculation of length of this bar, what I want to calculate this bar first, length, which is F. This bar is F. I think all of you know this. ये मेरा F है ना? ये full bar जो है F, and curtail bar E है. और नहीं, sorry, उल्टा हुआ है क्या? I don't know. Just check it out again in the drawing. Who is F and who is E? So E is continuous and F is curtail. E continuous. So yes, this bar is E, continuous bar. And this is a curtail bar F. Now tell me what dimensions are required to calculate the bar length E. क्या चाहिए मुझे? Bar length E. This is this L and this total length, and again this L. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
For that I want L1. L1 मतलब clear distance between these two beams. So L1 कितना है हमारा B6 का? Go into this drawing and measure it from the CAD. यहाँ से यहाँ तक कितना है मेरा? .66 meters. So L1 is 2.66 meters. What is the width of this beam? And what is the width of this beam? So go ahead again. Width of the beam B21 and 23. कितना है? 21 and 23, 230 mm, right? So 0.23, 0.23. What is the L? If it is not given, please take the full depth or ask the consultant. Now let's assume this is a full L length till the top. मतलब cover तक है समझो ऐसे. If it is not given by the consultant, either take it full height or you can ask them. Now, bar length E. कितना है बताओ? To calculate this L length, you want the depth of the beam also. So अभी हम ये B6 निकाल रहे हैं. B6 है हमारा. So what is the depth of B6? Go in the drawing. B6 is 450 mm depth. मतलब 0.45 meters. What is the bar length E? Tell me. 0.45 meters. एक काम करेंगे, पूरा पहले लेंथ प्लस करेंगे, माइनस कवर करेंगे. 0.45 प्लस 2.66 प्लस 0.45 माइनस ये कवर, मतलब कवर कितना रहेगा हमारा? 0.45 बीम का कवर कितना है? Go in the drawing. Beam cover is 25 mm. मतलब 0.025 meters. कितनी बार माइनस करना है हमें ये? This is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Correct? Tell me the bar length.
$3.46.
बार लेंथ जी कितना आएगा? अभी ये नहीं रहेगा इसमें, सिर्फ इतना ही रहेगा 2.66 माइनस 0.025 इंटू 2 ना, राइट? कितना आ गई? There is no L to this bar, you can see. So this total length नहीं, अभी इसमें नहीं, 2.66 प्लस 0.23 रहेगा क्या? यहाँ मिस हुआ है ना?
क्या?
See, there is
नहीं,
missing something here. Huh? Don't forget this 0.23. ये लिया नहीं हमने.
$3.93.
ये
3.07.
See why I write all these things? Only due to that, because there will not be any mistake. Huh? Whenever you relate the drawing with the calculations, it is very visible actually. So total visualization is there in front of you and you don't miss anything like this, the way we missed it. Okay. So that is the reason, go by the first principles. So you know the E bar. Is there any F bar in the drawing? Check out. F bar है क्या इसमें? B6 में. Yes है. 1T12 कर्टेल बार F. F का भी लेंथ निकाला पड़ेगा ना. तो बार लेंथ F. F, right? तो F का क्या आएगा लेंथ? We need to subtract this 0.1 L1. 0.1 L1 कितना आएगा? Yes or no? Who is calculating? So what is the bar length F? 2.66 minus 0.26.
फोन करके आप पूछ लेना आप लोग.
वो नंबर दे देना, वो पेपर
हाँ,
पे लिखा था ना.
हाँ.
Okay. What will be the answer for this? Hello?
2.128.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we got the bar lengths for main steel, top bars, curtail bars, and bottom continuous bars. Okay. Now the second part is the stirrups. I think all of you know the stirrups are like this. Right. So go here. Now B6 stirrups are T8 at 200 center. So actually spacing C and D both are same. So no need to go in detail for this. So kitna aega? 200 center to center. Generally, let me check. See this. These are the stirrups details. If we the C bars are different. See, many times you know that consultant gives this spacing as closer spacing. Let's say T8 at 100 here and T8 at 200 here, D. So in that case, you need to calculate separately these numbers and separately these numbers. Now in our case, C and D both are same, T8 at 200, okay. And generally this bar starts from 50 mm, please see here. Can you see here? First bar stirrup starts at 50 mm from the face of this column, correct? So you need to calculate this spacing accordingly. So first of all, for calculation of stirrups, first bar will be 50 mm. So ये 50 ये L1 से minus करना पड़ेगा. So this and this one. So what will be this length? 2.66 minus ये 50 mm और ये 50 mm, मतलब कितना 0.1 mm, 0.1 meters, 0.1 ही आएगा ना. So it will be 2.56 meters.
Yes, sir.
So this is for stirrups number calculations. Now number of stirrups. Or we'll do one thing. We'll first calculate the length of the stirrup. Okay, length, because we are calculating all lengths first. Length of stirrup. Whenever it is said as a two leg, what is meant by two leg? Two leg का मतलब क्या है? ये वाला. These are two legs, vertical two legs. Many times if the width of the beam is more, then there may be four legs also. So, and ये हमारा column beam size है, sorry. So this is your 230 beam size, 450 beam size. Cover is 25 mm. So what will be the length of stirrups? 450 minus 25 minus 25 into 2 plus 230 minus 25 minus 25 into 2 plus ये hook 80 mm, 80 here and 80 there, 80 plus 80. क्या आएगा length? Tell me in meters. .1 something.
1.32
1.3
meter.
meters. Okay. 32 meters. So the length of stirrups. Now we want the number of bars. So number of bars. So how many G numbers are there? Top bar G. G कितना है हमारा? So G is the top. You can see the schedule. G number of bars. B6. G is continuous top reinforcement, which is two numbers of 8 diameter. Huh? 2 8. So G is 2T8 mm. Two numbers here. What is E? 1T12. What is 1T12? दो है ना मेरे पास. 2T12 is E and F is 1T12. Clear? Now let's calculate the quantity of G bar first. So bar length is this. Now quantity of E bar will be, how many numbers are there? 2. Length 3.93. And what is the weight of the 8 mm bar? ये T8 है ना हमारा 0.39. It will have some value. Then what is the bar G? नहीं उल्टा हुआ क्या हमारा E नहीं है वो, sorry ये गलत है. I'm calculating for G. Huh? G is this 2T8. So G is T8 and quantity of G is two numbers 3.07 into 0.39. Then bar E quantity will be numbers. E कितना है हमारा 2, length is 3.93 into bar diameter 12 का कितना है 0.89 kg per meter is equal to कुछ तो आएगा kg में. Again bar F quantity, ये हमारा 12 है T12, ये भी T12 1 into 2.13 0.89 and stirrups, number of stirrups are required. Number of stirrups are length divided by spacing plus 1. So length for the stirrup calculation should be 2.56 divided by spacing 200 m मतलब 0.2 meters plus 1. ये कितना आएगा 13 14 numbers. Okay, so quantity stirrups numbers 14, length 1.32, and this is a T8 bar, so it is a 0.39. कुछ तो आएगा ये. Okay, so this way we can calculate the reinforcement of the beams. So this is a simply supported beam, and I think in the next session we will go with the continuous beam also. Yeah, B1, B2 we will take because it is a continuous beam, and for the continuous beam we are having some different detail like this. Okay. So any question till now? Till
No,
now?
sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So
Yes.
thank you all and good night to all. We will see day after tomorrow. We'll
Okay,
continue
sir.
that.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.